Hello kids, it's me, FoxGalah, and this is the first video on my new channel dedicated for publishing Speedpaints only. Well, not only Speedpaints, I might do some other art videos in the future. Today, since it's Easter time, I'm speed painting an Easter egg covered with patterns. So as you can see, I'm sketching on the patterns on the sketch of the egg, and we're not sketching the patterns anymore. I'm just adding lines to do the perspective thing on the egg so the shapes fit on and aren't flat or look odd. And so yeah, we're just adding more perspective things on, and I'm redrawing the patterns is because they get all fuzzy. And by it getting fuzzy, I mean in the drawing software that I use, when you move an image it gets fuzzy, and the more you move it, the more fuzzy it gets. This limits the some things you can do unless you want your drawing to end up being fuzzy. So I had to redraw over it so it wouldn't look fuzzy and it will be easier to do stuff with it. So anyways, we're just adding some patterns on, re-adding them and finalizing them, and you get the point. And I'm about to do the line art in a second, the outline of the egg. And now we're doing the outline of the egg, which is very easy. And now we're gonna do the patterns, and this is on a separate layer. It's because the patterns are markings on the egg, and while they might be black lines, that doesn't mean that they're like lines on the egg. They're the markings. So anyways, now I'm drawing on all of the patterns that have black lines in them, and you get the point. And I just deleted that part because I didn't want it, and I'm adding some extra details, and you guys get the point. And now we're on to the coloring section, and I'm doing I had a fire pattern on the egg. It's because I wanted one. It's because that was my element. And now I'm doing my logo pattern, and I'm using the color thing where you put it on a color, and it's and you get the point, it does that color. And now we're on to the moons pattern, and the red sky for the moons is inspired by Coco the Lichen Rock. And if you don't know what she is in real life, she's a life-size plush of a Lichen Rock that I use for a substitute Pokemon friend. It's because I can't get Pokemons in real life. However, there's this guy on YouTube called Professor Wormwood who's unbelievably radical, and his content and the suggests that Pokemon are real, and if we get him famous enough, then we might be able to see real life Pokemon. So if you're a fan of Pokemon, I recommend doing that. These arrows are inspired by the arrows on Dragapult's chest or belly from Pokemon. And I literally had no ideas for patterns. And this pattern is inspired by Roselia and Roserade from Pokemon. As you can see, I got images of Roserade up and getting colors from it, and the flower colors are the flower colors of Roselia and Roserade, and the outer lines are the color of Roserade's eyelids, feet, and neck ring. And the neck ring is to resemble a collar on a costume, and I'm adding red and blue tints to you get the point. And now I'm adding drips of poison. It's because this is a Roselia and Roserade reference from Pokemon. They're poison types. We want to have the poison type aspect too. And I'm adding a pink triangle pattern, which is and then we have star patterns, which are the stereotypical star color, which is yellow, and a dark purple background for the star pattern. And we're just adding the one at the edge, and you I'm just like trying to nail the perspective. And now we've got the one that I spent lots of time in, the checkered pattern. I wanted to do random colors for these, so it took me like a long time to choose all of the random colors and decide what they are and have like variety. And you get the point. And I had to like redo this section of record so it matches the perspective of the egg. And I have to like do stuff to make sure that it looks precise and good. And now we're on the second layer, and I'm like choosing colors, which I've been doing, and I'm like choosing it from the colors of the egg. And you get the point, and I have literally nothing else to say, so I want to say something else. If you're like a fan of gaming or have a little kid, then I recommend subscribing to the gaming channel and the little kids channel respectively. They are all to counts of mine. The gaming channel has Minecraft and Pokemon Unite videos on it. I'm continuing my old Minecraft series is on there and my old Pokemon Unite series on there. So if you're interested in Minecraft and Pokemon Unite, then I recommend subscribing to that channel for more interesting videos. And the kids channel like educates little kids about stuff. It's a continuation of FoxGalah Kids from the old channel, and you get the point. And also on the gaming channel we might play other games like New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe and Super Mario 64 on there, but I don't really have time to like do stuff. The Super Mario 64 videos are definitely going to be streams, which are going to be unlisted once they are published. And I actually don't have Nintendo 64, so I play Super Mario 64 on Super Mario 3D All-Stars. And the reason why I'm doing a stream, it's because it feels better. So anyways, now I'm adding shading to the egg, and the orange message at the top is like reminder to add like shine to the egg, so I make sure I don't forget to do that. And so now we're adding the aforementioned shines onto the egg, and I'm like adding the shines, and I'm like redrawing them so it looks good, and like hiding the pattern so it looks, so I can like do stuff. And anyways, time for the background. I'm just like doing like a rainbowy sort of background. It's because there's lots of colors in this egg, and that's the first layer of the background. Now time for the second layer, and there we go, it looks kind of good. And I'm writing Easter egg in vivid text, and I'm like adjusting the text as like this is not the final result of the text. You just have to wait and you'll see the final result. And I'm just like picking out colors from the egg itself. And you get the point. And yeah. So now I'm writing my signature and putting all of the stuff. And you get the point. And I'm like adding like star markings to like add some more detail. And the speed paint is almost over, which means you're about to see the finished result. So anyways, the finished result is happening soon. Okay, it's happening now. So this is the finished result of the drawing. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you're interested in this kind of content, then I recommend subscribing, as more speed paints are coming out in the future. They won't come out on a schedule. It's because these kinds of art will take, like, it takes long for me to produce. And anyways, bye everyone, and have a good day and Easter.